Yes, yes, it is time for the meditation experience, the opportunity to go within, to be in the receptive posture. I love how PG said that earlier in the reading. Be in that receptive, open position. Many times we think that there's so much for us to do to receive. And what we're saying and what we're practicing in meditation is simply opening ourselves up to receive. I love this month's affirmative thought. It comes from A Course in Miracles, lesson 105. God's gifts of peace and joy are mine. They are gifts, not to be worked for, not to be earned, but because you arrived worthy, you arrived open and available to receive these gifts. But what happens in our lives is we lose that receptive posture. We become guarded, we become afraid. We start to question whether we can have what we want. And this is a beautiful opportunity to get in the receptive mode, to open ourselves, and to know that God's gift of peace and joy are yours. A closed hand receives nothing. A closed heart receives nothing. A closed mind receives nothing. So let's open our hands, our hearts, and our minds to receive God's gifts. The Course also says, be determined not to refute or dismiss or not accept God's gift. Be determined to be in the receptive posture, to be open and available to insight, answers, and God's gift of peace and joy. So let's prepare. Find yourself in a comfortable posture. Allow your feet to be on the floor, seated upright in a chair on your sofa. And as we relax the feet onto the floor and we feel that initial contact with the earth beneath us, let us drop that anchor deeper into the earth through our feet and plant our palms on the tops of the thighs. And briefly look around the room. Just notice where you are. Notice that you're not in the past wondering, why didn't I get those gifts before? Or worried that you won't receive in the future. You're open and available, and you are saying yes to God. I want the gift of joy and peace because I know I'm entitled to it. And from this place of openness and presence, let us allow our eyelids to close. And making contact with the tops of our thighs, we feel that warmth, we feel that energy, we feel that connection, and they are all representative of the divine connection. So from this place of receptivity, let's just notice the breath, shall we? And whether the breath appears to be deep or appears to be shallow, it matters not. What matters is that the breath is flowing. What matters is that our body is automatically designed to be in the receptive mode. For as we exhale and inhale, we perpetuate that cycle of giving and receiving of breath. We honor the ability to receive God's gift of joy and peace, and we allow it to move through our bodies, nice and easy. And let's agree together from this receptive posture to welcome these gifts without fear, doubt, or worry. For as they flow on the breath, we get used to how good it feels to have God's joy and peace. And together we're going to move through a cycle of breath where we inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, And then sink deeper and deeper. Remember, our feet are anchored, and that energy is sinking deeper and deeper as we rest in the silence. Let's prepare and let's begin. Inhaling for 4 now. Hold for 4. Open the mouth, relax the jaw, relax the body, and sigh it out. And then settle in, sinking deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Again, inhaling into the low belly, dropping the breath nice and deep. Hold for 4. And releasing, getting more receptive. Let that breath go. Sigh it out. And relax for 4. In through the low belly, up through the rib cage. Now we expand the sides of the body, making room for breath, being determined to receive. Hold it there. And when you're ready, sigh it out. Let it go. And become receptive for 4. You're more open now than before, more relaxed than before. In through the low belly, up through the rib cage. We've expanded the sides. Now expand the front and the back of the body, sending that breath back to the shoulders. Hold it there. And without collapsing the body, just release the breath. Sigh it out. And welcome the peace and the joy, for they belong to you. In through the low belly, up through the rib cage. Now allowing the breath to rise, connecting low to mid to high breath, a full breath. Hold it there. Releasing the sound. And welcoming the peace. Again, another round. Breathing deeply in through the low belly all the way up. Noticing that the opening you created is ready to be filled. Hold it there. And sigh it out. And sinking deeper, relaxing more and more. Beautiful, everyone. Now let's take a little more time. Give ourselves more opportunity to receive. And slow the breath down. Inhaling through the nose for a count of 6. Holding for 6. And exhaling as we close the lips through the nostrils for 6. And then signaling every cell it can relax and receive for 6. Together, inhale. Hold. And with the lips closed, exhale through the nostrils, nice and slow. Noticing that warmed breath as it exits the body. No rush to receive. We just open and relax. Take a few rounds of breath here. Deep breath in and out through the nostrils at your own pace, for this will be our form of breath work. In and out through the nostrils, nice and easy, circulating in the body, releasing what no longer serves us, and opening more to God's peace and joy. We established ourselves in the peace. We grounded ourselves. So let that energy move up through the soles of the feet. Relax the feet more. Let that energy cross the ankles. Relax the ankles. Energy flows across the shins and the calves. That gentle touch, that warm energy circulating. Give it permission. Relax the shins and the calves. And that energy flows across the knees. Relax the knees. And just like God's joy and peace, it cannot be stopped. We let that flow across the thighs, make its way to the glutes and the hamstrings, and go ahead and relax, sinking deeper and deeper and deeper. The energy is now rising from the base of the spine all the way up the spinal column, activating the subtle body, each chakra available and open. Inhale, exhale when you're ready, and allow more relaxation. Inhaling as the energy rises. Exhale, sinking deeper and becoming more available. Let that energy flow up and up and up and out the crown of your head. And let that beacon of light be a signal connecting us all one to another, making the planet more bright and available to God's peace and joy. And as we prepare for our silent time, we let that energy flow back down through the crown, across the third eye, down the throat, and pausing gently to notice the shoulders. If there's any tension, we relax. Let that warmth flow down the arms, out the fingertips. I will monitor the time. You take the inward journey. And if the mind wanders, it is okay. It is within your ability to choose what you think, when you think, and how you think. And so we agree together. We think together. When our mind wanders, it's okay. We are gentle with it. And we bring it back to our thought. God's peace and joy are mine. God's peace and joy are yours. God's peace and joy belong to us all now. With our eyelids still closed, we honor how good it feels right now to be in this body, in this lifetime, receiving these gifts of God's peace and joy. And with our eyelids still closed, as A Course in Miracles says, be determined not to interfere with God's will, with God's gifts. As we go out this week, if we notice that we feel anxiety or worry, doubt, or fear, we remember, I'm not going to interfere with God's gift of joy and peace. I accept it now. And with our eyelids still closed, we allow every cell to feel relaxed, open, available. Let us begin our gentle return now. Maybe you wiggle the fingers and the toes, or maybe you just take a nice, long, deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, drawing the shoulders up by the ears. Exhale as you release the shoulder blades back and down. Nice and easy, no rush. Inhale, a complete breath as the shoulder blades rise, and we release the shoulder blades back and down. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, releasing the breath through the nostrils as the shoulder blades drop, nice and easy. Bring the palms together at heart center. Plant the thumbs into the sternum, just a soft contact there, so that we never forget the energy of love and joy and peace that is flowing from our heart. Bow the chin, if you are able, towards the fingertips. Pausing there to notice energy is still flowing. It never stopped. Allow the eyelids to gently open. Nice soft gaze, no strain on the eyes or the experience. Inhale, raise the chin. Exhale, release the breath. Maintain the joy and the peace. Namaste.